everyone, and happy Friday. I hope you had a wonderful week and you have a wonderful weekend. If you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a great Easter this weekend. I'm really excited about Easter personally. It's always a big deal in my family, so I can't wait for it. But also, real quick before I get started, last video I posted on Wednesday, or was it Monday? Wednesday. It was Wednesday. It's linked below, and I think you should go check it out because big things are coming to this channel, and I can't wait for it, and I hope you can get excited because I'm really excited. But anyway, on to today's video. Today is the 79th Advice Friday. 79th! Next Advice Friday is going to be number 80. What? Like, how did that happen? And just to think, if I actually post it every Friday like I was supposed to, I would be well past like 100 probably at this point, which is crazy, or at least pretty close to it. But this week I want to talk to you guys about living with your best friend. Well, obviously I don't live with mine anymore, but I did. And I actually went and talked to her and asked her what she thinks I should tell you guys. It's pretty much along the same lines that I wanted to tell you all, and it's really good things you should know. One thing I suggest strongly, and you don't have to listen to me, that's why I suggest it, is if you have just become friends with somebody your senior year of high school, don't live with them your freshman year of college. You haven't known each other long enough. You may know each other pretty well, but you don't know each other well enough to live with each other, and I'm doing that to save a friendship for you. You know, going away to college is kind of scary sometimes, and so you would like to have that comfort of somebody that you're kind of friends with, but that kind of friends with could turn into like going against each other, bumping heads, colliding, and it's just, it would not be good. And I strongly suggest finding somebody else to room with, or if that's your only option, try to get to know each other better before you go and make that commitment, because I don't want you to lose a friend. Losing friends is hard, but it is a part of life. I lost several friends in my lifetime, but we're trying to avoid that, and that's what I'm trying to give you advice on. Well, another thing is, before my best friend and I lived together, I think she read somewhere that if you're friends with somebody over like 3 or 5 years, you're good. You're like, it's supposed to be like better off when you live together. I don't know how to explain that, but we've been friends at the point when we moved in together 6.5 years. Now we've been friends 7, but we've known each other long enough to know each other's like little quirks and little habits, and that's what you need to know when you live with your best friend. You need to know their little quirks and their little habits, and if you're truly really close like my best friend and I are, you know all those things, and you love them because they make them who they are, and you love them. So when you move in together, there's no surprises. You know, when you move in with somebody and you realize, oh gosh, they're really messy, you should already know that they have a messy personality. You should already know that maybe they like things clean. You should maybe already know that when they drink a water bottle, they only drink it halfway, or they do little things like that. You need to know those things, so when you move in together, you're not like, why are you only drinking this halfway? I keep hitting the hanger, sorry. Anyway, why are you only drinking this halfway? You know, so you need to know those things. Another thing about living with your best friend is you need to give and you need to take, but you need to be a team. It is very important to work together. It's very important to assign responsibilities to certain things. You know, working together as a team to decide those responsibilities. You know, my best friend and I each brought our own things of dishes, but we kind of worked together to wash our dishes. You know, sometimes it would get stacked too high, and we'd be like, okay, somebody's got to wash them. And neither one of us would want to do it, and sometimes we'd work together, or sometimes we'd be like, okay, you wash it this time, I'll wash it next time. It's like, okay, deal. So, I mean, we worked really well together in deciding what to do. And then when we had to clean the bathroom, we'd work together on that. One would sweep the room, one would help clean the bathroom. I mean, well, there's only 2 of us, but, excuse me. But working together really helps. because when you work together, it works. And it's a partnership. You gotta work at making sure that you're giving each other what the other person needs. Sometimes you have to like forget your own needs and use their needs, and I know that's kind of contradicting, but by you forgetting some needs that you need met, they may forget some needs they need to be met, and so you kind of have your needs met anyway. Yeah, so it works. One big thing my best friend told me to mention to you guys is when you have guests over, make sure it's okay with them, especially if you're in this tight little dorm. It's already squishy with 2 people. Imagine adding a third, maybe 4th person to the mix. So make sure you get permission. I know it sounds silly, but it's their room too. It's like your own little house. So would you have somebody over to a house of somebody else's and just be like, oh, I'm bringing so-and-so over? No, you'd ask first. So ask, talk to them, communicate with each other. That's a big thing. You need to communicate. It's just like a boyfriend-girlfriend, girlfriend-girlfriend, boyfriend-boyfriend relationship. You have to talk to each other. You can't just be in silence. Be aware of each other's emotions and be aware if somebody's feeling overwhelmed, stressed out. I mean, be aware too that they may just want to handle it themselves, or they may be waiting for you to be like, hey, what's wrong? What's going on? Do you need to talk about it? Be aware of those things. Don't just be oblivious of them and forget about it. Another thing is to make sure you're both equally getting your alone time in the dorm. I think it was great last semester because my best friend and I, our schedule kind of let us both have alone time in the dorm. But if it did not, like some probably mostly will, you need to allow time for you to leave the dorm and your best friend to stay, and he or she needs to leave and give you time alone in the dorm. It's gotta get, like I said, you gotta give and you gotta take. So if you gotta leave, let them be alone, and they gotta leave and let you be alone. So it's just, you have to keep that balance. And you are gonna want your alone time, but you're gonna want your time together too. My best friend and I really miss living together. We were talking on the phone last night. We're like, I wish you could stay the night tonight. Like, me too. Because we just miss, being around each other. We are used to, when we're at home, hanging out a lot. And then we lived together, so we were hanging out 24/7. And there were times at home when we would want to hang out, and then we'd just be there in silence. And that's kind of what we did in the dorm. So it's what we do sometimes. And we're okay with that comfortable silence. And then there were times that we'd like to push our beds together and watch a movie. I mean, we just miss living together. But I strongly suggest understanding and respect are the 2 major things. I remember like the first couple of weeks, it was not a big deal, so I'm not bashing my best friend at all. But there was toothpaste left in the sink, and I just kind of laughed it off. I said, if you lived with somebody else, they probably get so angry at this. And that's the thing too, when you decide to live with a stranger, go you people, because I don't know how people do it. I can't imagine being in that dorm with somebody I don't know. And I am so privileged to have the best friend I do, because I can be my complete 110% self around her. I've never been able to be myself around somebody as much as I'm able to be myself around her. I've even told her that I'm probably going to be myself more around her than I will around my husband. Obviously my husband will know, me like she knows me, but I let out my goofiness, my weirdness, my every side of me to her. Because I trust her, I'm privileged to have her in my life. It's a quick little sappy moment. Thank you, best friend, for being my best friend. I'm so thankful for you in my life. Don't know what I'd do without you. Quick little sappy moment, but it's true. It's completely and totally true. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you guys really soon, and I'll talk to y'all later. And until next time, bye!